the dispersion, and they've got it. Roger with the kick.
All
right, we're trading double kills pretty much here, eh? Between the bottom and the top. Wiping out the core and then the support, and support and the core.
So while both safe laners are struggling, look at Spectre's last hits, buddy.
denied.
3-0 compared to V-Tune's 14-1. So despite V-Tune dying, he's still having a much better time. Spectre's getting nothing.
Yeah, that is pretty painful.
Like, when I say nothing, this is brutal. Sox is dying again. Mid one's going to get a couple last hits under the tower. Sox will live, but
you had
unrelenting
really no faith in Sox. I mean, he's half HP by the tower. Oh, he's dead. Sox feeding again.
And another kill. Always want to fly. Caught down bottom. That is the power of the early clockwork. Second point in battery assault. If you're solo against this clock, you've got no out. And
oh my god, no tail, please.
Look at this. They're trying to block him. They don't want that pounce. Beautifully done by Soxa, but V2 might still live. No, double edge is there. That's level 2 from Seb.
I don't know if Iceberg is just like way better this matchup, or like maybe because No-Tail hasn't playing that much mid or something, but he is doing way better than our previous Doom versus OD. Like, not even close.
Yep, I think this is a big win for Navi mid.
He does have the 10 denies though, but even at this point, the Doom was behind in net worth in our last game.
Because he had to run out all this regen. Right now, Doom is ahead in net worth by about 150.
Yeah.
So, scary. Like, 5-10 minutes from now, this Doom should be pretty accelerated. And as you pointed out, he plays kind of like Alchemist. He really needs to be ahead to be doing the things that he wants to do. Up top now, pressure onto mid one again. Non-stop skirmishing. Bounty runes about to spawn.
Yeah, I feel like Roger might just want to bail out for those now. Could do the same thing here with Sox are always on the fly. Looks like no one's really going for them though. Yeah, Sox the headbacks now, so 2v2.
Jackpot!
Even Steven. 4-2 in hero kills, but gold spread.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Sark's now gone for the double ring of regen in the bottom lane, and up top, Sox going to be found again, trying to make it back to the tower, but no hope.
There is nothing
General
for
finds
you
another.
Here. There's something for you.
How this last is coming? 16 now to the 27. So pretty much the same gap as it was
leveling
before.
out.
I mean, to be fair, mid one had the creep pulls happening too, right? Where he wasn't getting entire waves because of the creeps between the tier 1 and the tier 2 on the Radiant side. So that probably slowed him down a lot.
Tower, but no hope.
There is nothing for you.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
No-Tail's starting to figure out that lane a little bit more. Like, he was getting more denies at the end there. He was securing the range creep the past couple waves, but now with them both being 6, that was the other thing that happened. Is that the OD got 6 a lot sooner than the Doom. So he had this threat of the just like the extra levels into the Astral and then maybe even the Arcane Orb. But I don't think you can ulti at 6, although it's kind of hard to tell with the new one. Probably not. I don't think the multiplier is going to be good enough, right? Yeah, it's only like 400 damage, so it won't do that much damage right now. Or 400 mana gap.
Things slow and steady right now. Soxa rotating mid, but not going to find much. Meanwhile, a Doom used up top. This is the kind of rotation you want to make with your mid Doom. They've caught mid one.
Man, dooming the level 4 Spectre, that's some serious sad day right there. Iceberg's not done either. Let's get the bonus damage from the critical strike. Sox. The jukes, though. Oh, that dragon. Oh.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Still. Oh, no. Don't do it.
Sox is okay. He's going to make it back. The Spectre's TPing back in.
Oh, damn. That was an Arcane Rune Doom, too. He's Doom again in a minute.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. That's huge. That's kind of like DP finding an Arcane Rune first like that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, now No-Tail gonna bully through this mid lane at least while the Doom is gone. Not the best tower pusher, but he'll certainly take what he can get. I don't know who's spraying up top. Someone's dumping the loser. It was either mid one or Iceberg. I think it was mid one.
Well,
Radiant's
the flip side
middle
here is that
tower
No-Tail is getting a
attack.
lot of space mid. So 37 last hits up on him. He's looking at 4 staff first item, I think. And now back up top. Socks again. Man, it's so rough when Jakiro doesn't really get a lane like this, because you definitely pick him to be a lane bully. You know, he's one of the tankier 5s. Down bottom, we're going to see 5s traded, it looks like. Stampede used, always want to fly. He buys himself a little time, but no hope for survival there.
You know, that was one of the problems that we had with the OD game that we cast last, was that they didn't have an enabler of any sort. He didn't have any sort of attack speed bonus, or really like good movement speed stuff, and now the Stampede is a really nice ability for him. V-Tune will hop his way out of the potential dive under the tower from Socks and Seb.
Well, at least we're going to get a real game of Dota 2 here, Trent. It's 8 minutes in.
That way.
We're squared up. It's going to come down to some big mid-game fights, some real strategic execution. OG looking much better already. Rune control on Doom, though. He picked up that DD.
Will Roger just like rotate mid though and try and set up for a
Radiant's
Doom?
middle tower is under attack.
It looks like it, although OG also thinking similar. They're going to rotate in. General's here.
TV's bottom. Trying to help out.
Yeah, they go for Seb instead. Saksa. It's going to be a tough counter kill. They need to be a little bit careful here. Navi still has some reinforcements, and there's another one coming. It's General from the river. Now they're in on No Tail, and OG have overcommitted. Saksa not going to have a path to escape either.
There goes your game. So, General
OG feels delicate, right?
General TP'd mid because he thought they were going to dive Iceberg because they had lost both supports. They saw the rotation from the top support and the bottom support, I think, was off the map at the moment, so they thought they were about to dive him. So General TP's mid, then they don't get the kill onto No-Tail because No-Tail TP's in the bottom lane, which creates that whole situation where General just gets the walking in backstab for that double kill. So they kill Seb into the mid laner, into the support. And General is thinking about an Orchid first. No Yules or Aghanim Scepter.
Denied.
Huh.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
What do you think about that? Oh. Looks like we'll see a battle here. Socks again in the river.
Well, he's gonna get jumped on. I think he might have been thinking about int stuff, as he's already changed it to a drums, maybe? Or am I just not mixed up? Yeah, he's already changed it to a drums, so not gonna happen anyway.
I fear not.
But yeah, it seems like it might have been OD related, I guess. Right? Like all that extra int. But I mean, it's mana pool stuff anyway, so you could still just go for the Ags and get a lot of the same stuff. Right?
Oh, bottom now. Man, it was a quiet moment. I guess the quiet before the storm. Now they're going to find Seb solo. TP in, and if we always want to fly, that catches it.
And he has an extra point for the ulti if No-Tail wants to try it. He's still holding that.
Dyer's
That
top
arcane
tower is
rune
under
tempting.
attack.
He does skill it up now. Trying to stack up the int. But he gets silenced. They're going to jump in. Spectre also here. No-Tail, the target that they want. You can see Navi, though, a little bit nervous. Hook shot on the Slark. Things spreading out as always want to fly. Might be the one
Radiant's
left.
courier has been killed.
You only get one hammer. No-Tail has to be careful how he uses it here. Mid one now, very low. V-Tune coming back in. 11 stacks of int. Make it 12. 13. Roger getting low. No-Tail slowly getting there. That's the hammer. It gets Roger, but not much else. Forces
Radiant's
V-Tune back.
middle tower
And
is
it might
under
be just
attack.
enough to secure OG this fight. Man, that was close. But OG do it.
That's probably like a 500 damage nuke or something, right?
Now the Doom. Dead No-Tail. This is why Doom is just so frustrating. You can win a fight like that, and it's like, well, buddy, I don't think you can live here. Right? Right? Is he regenning enough? Are the Tranquil Boots enough? Hero, Tranquil Boots, Trent.
There you go. Got him. That was,
It's spell damage, so you had to hit him to break the boots.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
it was about 400 and
Dyer's middle
some
tower
from that
is under
sanities.
attack.
After, how many stacks? Like 14?
Thank you.
That's a little worrisome. Considering the gap was, like, it only got built up to like a 1100 gap, you know? Seems like it's still a lot of effort in the early game for this hero to really stomp on people.
Yeah, I'm with that. Can't disagree. Smoke now from Navi, though. Gonna head up towards mid one.
Is Midone about to find himself in another game like that PL, though, where he's just going to be struggling to get this Radiance for the next 20 minutes?
I think so. I mean, they know. Clearly, Navi have a game plan here, and it's pick on the Spectre. They might have biffed this gank, though. No Spectral Dagger for 5 seconds. They've got a taunt. They need a little more damage. He's starting to heal up from always on a fly, but it's not enough.
The entirety of your existence.
Mid one down. And he is trying to do this Radiance Rush. So this is super punishing. I'm a little nervous, Trent. This is another one of these games where, like,
they killed him.
Gonna have to do some heavy lifting.
Oh, this was sick. That was sick.
Oh no! Nice ice path. Oh, he's on a fly! Beautiful ultimate. It saves the Slark for now, but does he possibly have enough healing to stop the pop? He does. Oh, pops the ultimate. There's the regen. He's good.
That hurts. That hurts so much.
Wow.
Oh, that TP came in at the
Radiant's
nick of
middle
time.
tower
Well
is under
done.
attack.
Jeez, always want to fly night and day compared to yesterday, man. He's finding the
Radiant's
plays
bottom
this time.
tower is under attack.
Damn, they worked so hard for that too. That was hookshot into Cog's push into the walking in Centaur because there's no blink yet, and they managed to set all that up and still can't get that kill. Meanwhile, Herder Iceberg just walks in and presses R on
Radiant's
someone.
bottom tower is under attack.
And Seb, he is closing in on the blink, still 400 gold out.
It's gonna be BKB on Iceberg, finished up at 15 minutes though. He is
Shot
BKB.
on General. Is this a target
Radiant's
they can
bottom
kill?
tower
No,
is
they even
under
dropped the
attack.
Sanity's Eclipse for it, and General's still alive. Cause
He's a regen rune if he gets out, too.
Fills me with nothing.
He's on the run, and he's almost gonna live. Mid one trying
Oh, no.
to chase him.
Dire's
no,
top
Dad, he
tower
left him
is
alone.
under attack.
Oh no, Tilly! He's get. Oh my God, he's gonna live!
They killed always want to fly, but they broke the Doom. General's actually gonna live. And so the turn the other way. Stampede comes out, might be enough to save Spectre. Iceberg still hunting, looking for more, but surrounded by 4 heroes. Now maybe he's overcommitted. This is a really spread fight, but he'll pop the BKB. And now he wants to go on to Soxa. No tail off to the side. Roger, he's probably going to go down. D-Tune.
Oh, he's dead. Why did they keep fighting?
He's dead too. That was a weird overcommitment from Navi that they really didn't have to commit
That's
to.
such good news for OG, man. Because like No Tail just stopped hitting because he's like, all right, he's dead. He's definitely gonna die. And he tried to give a kill over to mid one so he could recover. But now No Tail comes through with the respawns, barely survives that last purifying flames.
Seb on the run. I think they're just going to get out. Now they do defend the tower though,
Radiant's
in deny
middle
range,
tower
but
is under
stays standing.
attack.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Radiant's middle tower has
I can't believe
fallen.
General got out of that. All right, well, mid one at least also survived that Doom, right? So might be 0, 3, and 5. Might only have 81 last hits, but he's getting there. Farm
Dire
continues
are
towards the
scattered.
Radiance.
12 to 11, getting closer to this 50-50
Radiant's bottom
gold
tower
spread.
is under
Navi was up to
attack.
almost a 4K lead, and that has now expired.
Yeah, it feels like they wanted a lot more out of that 10-second BKB.
Double damage.
That wasn't great. Now, mind you, that all started with initiation on the General, much like this one.
Well, General gets kicked up to the high ground. Sox is here, but Astral Step, follow-up hook shot, another Astral Step. General makes it back again. No Doom this time, though.
No.
Is there any punishment to come from Navi? BKB popped by Iceberg.
There's no sanities. They can either defend Soxa. All right, they're just going to dip. Let them go. Not worth the team fight, they say. Maybe they're not sure about the sanities either. But both of them about 20 seconds away. They must have the same cooldown, do they? It's 160 to 145. Okay, so slight edge for the Doom.
Yeah, Doom and Sanities have pretty much the same cooldown. If they're both used in the fight, kind of zeroes each other out in terms of the cooldown advantage.
Only one tower each this game taken so far, as OG looking to perhaps get some more pressure down here. I mean, there's 2 points in liquid fire, but Sox doesn't want to reveal.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Sox still pretty aggressive movements from OG, like no-tail farming in enemy territory. I guess we're starting to see that
Dire's
vertical split
top
we
tower
talked about.
is under
Radiant
attack.
taking the left side, Dire
Radiant's
taking the right
bottom
side.
tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
I mean, no one farms Ancients this game, though.
Radiant's bottom
So it's-
tower.
Yeah, it's
Not,
funny though that even without the ancient dynamic, it's still sort of where the teams gravitate.
Yeah, it's just how it happens, because the Radiant Triangle is so safe. That's what, like, causes all of it.
Yeah, very hard to invade. Two key items out now. The Diffusal secured on Slark, so his first big item post drums. And that Aghanim's on no-tail. Always a big one for OD.
Okay, Iceberg had a 15-minute drums BKB, and he has Blink nearly done right now.
Yeah, he's rolling. Almost
Radiant's
10k net
bottom
worth.
tower is
This is
under
insane.
attack.
This is that mid-Doom that we saw for a couple months. Just, you see why it's still very strong.
It's like the mid-deathless Doom as well. He's 0-0 and 1, hasn't gotten a lot of kills, but he's had free reign to rotate and farm pretty much wherever he
Yeah,
wants.
never
Radiant's
miss a
bottom
devour
tower
because you're
is
dead
under
or anything
attack.
like that. Man, stop it.
And on the Saksa, now the hot flies from Spectre. Always want to fly, has to ult himself to survive. The Sanities doesn't do too much, might secure the kill onto Oracle, but he might have been dead anyhow. No, he's actually going to heal. It's not enough damage, and now this fight's starting to turn. It looks like Navi have the superior resources as no tail gets dropped. V-Tune does go down in exchange, but Roger with a huge
Oh, they can't get the damage.
magnetized. Mid one, he's going to walk back, he's going to heal up. Oracle's still alive, can't save Iceberg, but now Sox comes back to in a very messy fight that does end up okay for OG. No, wait, maybe not. A 3 for 3. Super even at the end of the day. I guess we'll say it does favor OG
Dire's
as
top
their
tower
Spectre
is
does
under
survive.
attack.
We'll take a look at the recap.
I feel like Centaur did. Yeah, look at all that damage from Seb that fight. He got off 5 double edges. The total damage from No-Tail was only like 800. And I don't even think most of that was the Sanities. He might have hit 2 heroes for a couple hundred damage. But Seb just carried through that. He had the big stomp to get the kill into V-Tune, and then he also followed through at the end there to finish off the last 2 kills onto the Centaur and the Earth Spirit. Big carry coming out from Seb.
Still Navi with a small lead, though, and it is still Doom that's pretty high up on the charts with that Blink Dagger secured. Good stuff for OG, but they still haven't quite taken control of the game. But I guess given that they've got these late-game heroes, and now that Spectre's finally got the Radiance, things are about to shift.
And Seb's now thinking, like, I got so much farm there. I wonder if he even finishes the Force Sap. I think he might just rush the Eggs now.
Bounty.
Like, with the
I mean,
blink
why
in the
not?
hood, I think the Force is overkill.
Visibility.
Like, now that your Spectre's actually going to want to fight, I think the Stampede is just a little too good.
I would agree. 40% global damage reduction is pretty insane.
So, to clarify why it's super broken, if you guys have not seen this before, the reason is that the Dispersion calculates the damage that you would take and then reflects based off of that. So then, when the Stampede is happening and you have all that damage reduction, like, you're taking less damage, but you're still outputting just as much as they're dealing to you. So then it just gets, like, amplified. Once again, essentially, like, the trade that you're getting in those situations.
I see.
It's real nice.
Sounds pretty value. No-Tail's also close to Blink.
And Seb queues up Lotus.
Okay,
There
so
you go.
Lotus this game.
To be fair,
Nice
General
against
is going
Doom.
Orchid. As well. Yeah, so they have a
He's
couple
actually
good
not that
tools.
far off now. So 400 gold, it's going to be out. Yeah, this is a pretty crazy build from General. I know you mentioned it earlier, but have not seen this on Void Spirit in a while.
Now the downside to the Stampede, and maybe why he's not doing it, is that it only works, like, the damage reduction is only during the Stampede, and sometimes that's not when you're, like, actually fighting.
Kind of like right now. Disrupt. Banish takes him out. Oh, big setup on the General. Seb juices him. Now on the other
Dire's middle
side,
tower
Iceberg,
is under
though,
attack.
chases down No-Tail, and that'll make it a 1-for-1 to start the fight. Roger, saved by Always Want to Fly. V-Tune's still pretty healthy and looking to chase. Spectre still in the fight, jumps into backline. They lose Sox now, but it's a trade for Iceberg. Another even fight. Jumped in Tune. Is he going to start cleaning things up? He's going in on the mid one. The Essence Shifter starting to add up. But now they lose Always Want to Fly, and V-Tune ends up next to the Centaur, not where he wants to be, and they'll finish him off. A big fight for OG, a 2-for-4, and it's only Roger that limps away.
All right, for how much trouble Mid-1 has had in the past 2 games and how hard his games look, we have to give him credit for how well he just played that team fight. That was sick. Like, and of course, it was well helped from the Clockwork and the Centaur Warrunner. The way that Seb and Sloxer were able to like create that space and especially break up that last little effort there from V-Tune. But mid one was low HP and just like dipping and diving through everyone there to burn through with that Radiance damage.
4,000 damage done. Now OG have taken the lead. So are you feeling pretty confident in OG's ability to close this out, Trent? Where are you landing on like prediction for victory here?
All right, let me think.
I mean, I'm sure Dota Plus is favoring OG. They've got OG, they've got Spectre.
Don't tell me.
But
I'm going to figure it out. I'll figure out mine and I'll figure out Dota Plus's. All right?
Okay.
I'm going to go with a 72% in favor of OG for Dota Plus.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Damn it.
81, so it believes a little
9% off.
Okay.
Why is
These
this
fights
so
have
much
been
more?
so close, though. That's where this next fight goes in favor of Navi. I don't know. Things could shift pretty quick. Look at the Oracle.
Well, you say they've been close, but at the same time, No-Tail also got doomed instantly in that last fight and did nothing. And it didn't even take that much of Iceberg's attention. So if you can actually get spells out of No-Tail, it should be pretty brutal.
I would disagree. It didn't take much of his attention. He dove him into the tier 2 up top and then got jumped on and kind of died solo for the rest of his team. It was a pretty big commitment.
Okay, fair.
It was a 1v1 while the others had a 4v4, so... Yeah, the Radiance makes it hard, though. That definitely tipped the scales in the last fight, and V2 now is just not far enough ahead on the Slark. Like, he's going to go BKB next. That'll really help.
Radiant's top tower is
Scotty
under
after
attack.
that will also help bridge the gap on the mana pool.
Radiant's
Seb
top
is just playing so
tower
damn
has
well. He's
fallen.
actually top of the net worth at this point. He's insane this game.
It felt like he had perfect positioning in that last fight.
Radiant's top tower
Cleaning
is
up the
under
kills,
attack.
hopping in.
Man, how much faith do I have in this No-Tail OD? That's the real question. I don't know, this is still kind of a tough one to call. I'll go for Navi. I think they're going to 2-0 it.
You think they're going to take it? I'm still a little nervous. Like, Slark is one of these weird heroes that he just needs to live, and then Essence Shift kind of does the rest for him. You know what I mean? And
look at that, too, though. Man, damn. That's so fast.
Dead Oracle. He gets caught.
And the thing is that Slark can be that hero, too. He can die just that easily if Oracle's not there to back him up.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
If OG keep taking the fights like they have been, where they're only fighting on their terms with good initiations, they can definitely win this. But they need to play tight. There are definitely opportunities for Navi to take advantage of big blunders with the Doom and Slark. That's why Slark's such a scary carry in my book, that he punishes mistakes very hard. But it goes both ways, where he gets punished very hard for making mistakes also, because he's so slippery and squishy, you know?
Yeah.
Very high risk, high reward kind of carry. There's the BKB, though. This is a big step.
Yeah, he needs to win a couple fights to carry that Scotty so he can buff his mana pool.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Right now,
Dire
2 Astrals is going to put him at an extra 100
Radiant's
mana.
bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, sorry, 100 each or whatever.
Dire are scanning.
So it's, oh no, it's 3 charges, so it's 150 each. Damn. So it's like 300 mana added when he does his double Astral.
It's quite a bit. Smoke now from Navi. Who are they going to find? No-Tail in the trees. The Doom comes out. I heard it. It's on Seb. No? Where did the Doom go?
Yeah, he Astral the
BKB
Spectre.
Popped. Oh, it's the Spectre. There it is. No-Tail, though. He's going to be in some trouble. Does get off the ult. Brings down Iceberg and General pretty low, but they're both going to survive for now. The hook shot secures the kill on the General. V-Tune in the back line trying to make something happen, but he's getting shredded. Oh my gosh. V-Tune died so fast. Buyback from General, and I think Navi are in big, big trouble now, Trent.
Okay, that was so sick, actually.
That was devastating.
So,
Radiant's bottom
the
tower
double
is under
Astral
attack.
save on mid one just delayed any efforts they could have to actually kill him during the Doom, as they're now just chain Astraling off Roger. And then No-Tail just Astral himself, so he didn't steal like any int with Astrals during that fight. He just delayed that
Dire's
first jump
top tower
from
is
Navi.
under
It didn't
attack.
let them capitalize on the Doom control.
Radiant's bottom tower
and
is under
they just
attack.
couldn't do anything.
Yep, and the
Radiant's
other tier 3
bottom
falls.
tower
This is going to be
has
high
fallen.
ground. No buyback available on the
Dire's
Slark,
middle
and
tower
OG
is
with
under
huge
attack.
momentum now. Another
Radiant's
fantastic
bottom
team
barracks
fight.
are under attack.
Showing the diversity of the OD there, both defensive
Dire's top
and
tower is
offensive
under
capabilities
attack.
in these fights. Buyback now on Earth Spirit. They've also got hook shot. Macro Pyre available. Navi going to jump in to try to make this hold. It's a bit magnetized, but dieback now for Roger. OG need to be a little careful of this stacking damage. Iceberg done with the BKB. V2 does still have his, but here's the haunt. They're going to jump back in. The Oracle going down quick. Does live in the back. Seb low, but V2 and BKB ult almost done. He'll make it back up to the high ground.
Man,
It's sort of a hold for Navi, but they don't get any counter
they didn't
kills.
get any kills, and Always Want to Fly played that perfectly. He got the heal onto himself. He got the Fate's Edict on General while he was chain stunned in Macro Pyre and a billion other magic spells that saved his life. And that would have been a dieback for General, and they still can't clean up that engagement. But he did hold the racks for them, so big credits to Always Want to Fly on that one. That was flawless.
Yeah, they do hold, so that's a win, but a very high kill to climb. High hill to climb.
A hill of kills, perhaps.
A hell of a lot of kills. Yeah, Dota Plus now says 98% for OG. It believes very much in these late game heroes.
I mean, they're looking
They're
damn
ahead
good.
like this.
The way they're using those astrals, and even just dropping the sanities, like without any additional charges, it's still did enough damage to matter, you know?
Yeah. What pushed me over was how fast V2 died in that last fight. I guess we'll see the initiation attempt onto No-Tail. The Doom does come out, but he's already gotten away pretty far. They are going to isolate the Clockwork. He'll be the first casualty. OG a little
Radiant's middle
discombobulated.
tower
No
is under
stampede
attack.
for 10, so Soxa will go down. That's 2 kills. They're going to find the OD as well. Make it 3. Navi striking back.
With your corpse.
Big sign of life.
Yeah, good stuff there to find something with no haunt being there. It will be up relatively soon by the looks of it. 40 seconds away. I mean,
Dire's
Aegis,
middle
yeah.
tower is
Maybe
under
that's
attack.
the play. Just take, because they never secured that first Aegis on OG. Went high ground before it, and that might cost them. I mean, 20 seconds, it's a bit of a slow roach, but they also really don't want to buy back. But I'm not sure if they even know this is happening.
It's a little scary because Haunt is up in 10, and there is a Sanity's Eclipse, so in
Dire
theory,
are
OG
scanning.
could try to book it to the pit and
They
contest.
scanned
They
it.
are going to drop the scan. They know, but now Roach is so low. Can they get here in time? Macro fire. Roche Paul in deep, and General getting chased down by mid one. 2 big casualties on Navi, 3 in total if you count the Oracle. So they do get out with the Aegis, and they did get credit for the Roche kill, but heavy cost.
Yeah,
Radiant's
they,
top tower is under
they took a
attack.
big risk opting for that, and I'm gonna say that probably wasn't worth it. They need to find themselves into a split push scenario now. They can try and push out these sideways.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
At least they didn't lose the Aegis on the Spectrum. That would have been a total disaster.
Yeah, I mean, that's actual worst case scenario, but buyback already from the Doom. There is a glyph that'll give him a reset. V2
Radiant structures
does not have
are
BKB or
fortified.
ult.
Dire
But
structures
he'll be alright.
are
They're not going to
fortified.
dive it.
Iceberg? Actually, it falls spot on this. Damn.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Iceberg dying fast. V-Tune also forced to jump back to safety. A purely nice fight. He's going to lose the Aegis
Radiant's top
here.
tower is under attack.
Stampede onto Roger. Interesting Stampede. Good cogs pushing back. Tier 3 falling quickly. I
Radiant's
don't think
top
there's
tower
much hope for
has fallen.
Navi here. Doom jumps in with a blink. Slark behind him. They will get socks.
Dire's bottom tower
only got
is
the
under
tier
And
three.
attack.
Navi do hold.
Yeah, they kind of ran out of gas there, right? Like, once everything got dropped. And they forced the buyback on Iceberg. Still a victory in the end, but it's not a
Dire's
game
bottom
ender
tower
quite
is under
yet as they
attack.
smoke out, looking for some follow-up kills here.
Haste!
Might catch
Slark did lose
No-Tail.
the Aegis. No-Tail would be a dream gank.
It's gone. They see that the wave's not being pushed out top. I think that's what just got pinged.
Flares here!
Stanley's to return in 90 seconds. So another minute and a half is. Oh, Saksa
Dyer's
gets blocked
middle
off by
tower
No
is
Tail's
under
blink. Into his face there. I guess in the tip. Thanks, bud.
Well, you know.
Dyer's middle tower
Overclocking.
has been denied.
Jeez. They actually get a final deny onto their mid tower.
Turning into kind of a weird game where it's felt like Navi had not had much hope for the last 10 minutes or so, but they've continued to hold on. And Slark actually not going for the Scotty says, you know what, I want this Silver Edge. I want the break. I want another reset tool. He's already picked up the Echo Saber. Mid lane, they do find the Spectre. They drop the Doom, but can they actually kill him? No Tail Silence, not going to have the defensive Astral. It's big damage. They got the Spectre. This is huge. Now Soxlow, they're going to find it as well, and No Tail's on the run. No buybacks on either of those heroes. That was a big catch.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under
That was
attack.
actually getting the Doom, the Fiery Blade onto him, right? That was, took like almost 500 damage from
Dyer's
it.
top
As well as from the
tower is
Doom
under attack.
itself, too. That is a crazy amount of damage on that max HP. And it was also just like a 4 hero just like stomp onto her, too. All right, that fight got ugly really fast. It just kind of blew up. That was without Haunt and also without the Sandleys. So that now returns to them. So kind of giving some stuff away there on OG. Not a disaster, but pointing out that maybe that Silver Edge could actually come through sometime.
Haste.
And it's not just versus the Spectre, right? It's going to give you that ability versus Seb as well.
Oh, mid now. Looking for the setup here. It's only Roger. Oracle trying to keep him safe. Banish him, and I think you might just want to leave him here. No, Oracle Iceberg jumps in. Uses a BKB
Dyer's
charge,
top
and
tower
yeah, he's
is under
100% dead.
attack.
Well, at least Navi won't take any additional loss.
Monster kill.
That was well close. Everyone thought he was completely dead.
So they all just walked away. Yeah.
Sorry, Seb's got the big save this game. Seb is carrying so hard. He's the highest farm in the game.
Oh, Haunt, where's he going? Is it up top here?
Yeah, that was bold
in on the iceberg.
He tried to TP out, and that was no buyback for 4 minutes.
Cannot endure even 2.
All right, 100 seconds sidelined. Oracle, 70 seconds. A big set of kills for mid one. Eye of City is complete, and now
Radiant's
the
top
high ground
barracks are under
siege
attack.
begins. No creeps, though. This will at least buy them time for the Earth Spirit to come up. This is kind of unfortunate for OG.
Dyer's bottom tower is under
V2
attack.
grabs the mid ones, too. I'm going to slow that down
Radiant's
as much as
top
I can.
barracks are under attack.
Okay, well now the backdoor protection's broken.
Man, Centaur was so good at hitting towers before. Now he sucks again.
Yeah, now he's just
bottom
a
tower is
regular
under
old
attack.
puncher.
Dyer's structures are fortified.
So what's the play for OG next? Are they going to stick
Radiant's
around and go
top barracks
bottom,
are
or do
under
they
attack.
run? There's still a tier 2 mid, so they can
Radiant's
get at most
top
2
barracks
lanes.
has fallen.
And they've answered my
Dyer's
question
bottom
as
tower
Zeb
is under
runs down to the
attack.
bottom set of barracks. And I think this will be 2 lanes secured.
How broken will Retaliate Aura be, though,
Radiant
with
structures are
the Spurgeon
fortified.
as well as the
Radiant's bottom
Stampede Gold
barracks
or
are
X,
under
though?
attack.
That's kind
Yeah,
of
that's
insane.
pretty dirty.
I guess if you break it, though, it probably stops applying to everyone, at the very least.
It should. Haven't seen break against Centaur in a hot minute, but... And the Silver Edge is online. So 2 lanes of barracks
Radiant's
sacrificed.
bottom barracks has fallen.
Navi might get one more chance. Whoa, hook shot in. They want this Oracle. They found him and always want to fly dies. They know he doesn't have buyback.
That was, like, kind of greedy by Soxa, but at the same time, the fact that you have the double hookshot, double cogs, gives you a lot of room to play around when you're in like that.
Yeah.
Man,
Radiant
his death timer is not
are
long at all.
It's an Oracle. He's...
I mean, he's level 16. I'm surprised it's so low still. It's like 50 seconds.
I forget how the formula goes now. Is it more based on net worth?
I think it's only level.
Oh, it's only level.
Yeah.
Ooh, hook shot. Haunt. Looking for the back line. It's down bottom, and they found the Doom. He's got the BKB. Some help from Roger. Won't be able to save Iceberg, and he also does not have buyback. GG. Iceberg just calls it. He knows. Yeah, kind of a heartbreaker of an ender, but big stuff for OG. They keep this series alive. It'll take us to a Game 3 decider for elimination.
Yes, the mysterious hero returns to us in the Outworld Devour, and this time looking a lot better than our previous match, where it was featured.
Roshan has fallen to the dark.
Immortality is mine!
Don't mind if I do.
What a bounty!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Unstoppable!
Blow the man! Here I am!
Wicked double kill!
Bling pop!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Legs up,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's top tower is under Radiant's attack. Middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant are scanning.
Over here now. Perfect location. Let our fun begin. Touché. I'm over here. Monster kill. Here I am. Zip zap. Whoa, what I missed. Guten Tag. For me?
This is what recite. Don't mind if I do.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Zip zap. Zip. That is what you sound like. Oops.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I'm the best.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Soak it in. You're welcome.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has
Hold on
been
to your
denied.
taters.
Friends, let us skirmish.
Bounty!
Oh, so I don't seem to understand what you're
Another petal fall.
There is tranquility in death.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Immortality is mine!
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Set in stone.
Stupendous!
What have we here? Bounty.
Come on, sprites!
Where's the party? Here I am! Told you a storm was
I'm back, fresh as a flower.
Monster kill. Triple kill.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. The Dire now have mega creeps.
Touché! Over here!
Radiant structures are fortified.
I'm staging a comeback.
Dire's middle tower is
I
under
mean,
attack.
It's sort of like that OD thing. Like, you know Doom's going to win the lane matchup. It's not a big deal. It's, you know, it's Devour. It's fine. It's Rune Control. It's the rotations that matter.
I think he's really under fire though. So yeah, you know, I'll shit on a little bit.
I'm more just afraid of the opportunity cost of giving Iceberg a completely free game, which is kind of what's happening so far.
Didn't work
Yeah,
last
sure,
game.
Oracle's been slowing him down just a bit. He's got 8 denies rather, but I think Doom's having a field day for the most part.
I mean, he was basically free last time.
Yeah.
I mean,
But this
he's
time they've got Spectre
denying...
instead of Slark, so I think if you switch the carries last game, it looks a lot easier for Navi.
Sure.
So,
Fortunately, not how drafting works, though.
right, I just mean that, like, Doom kept them in that game. Yes, he couldn't carry it. I don't think he was the problem. I think it was he couldn't make up for the gap in the Slark
Dire's
enough,
middle
you know?
tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Iceberg had a great showing. And he is level 7 now, so has Doom. Has the Purge creep, actually. Pretty heavy mana cost, but very good against Oracle.
The persecution starts
Saxa,
now.
he's going to die unexpectedly to Roger in the jungle. The hell just happened there? I guess Roger caught him on low HP farming a stack,
Dire's
huh?
middle tower is under
No,
attack.
he just right-clicked him down for like 800 damage. Go with the Alpha Wolf.
My bad. I was not paying attention to that one. Two fights now. Spectre down bottom, and also an engagement up top. It's mid one that's taking a lot of damage. General misses. Now they're going to use the haunt, though. B2 comes in, tanks an Omni Slash. Not that deadly with the Chen creeps, but a blunder from Navi.
Yeah, I think he felt pressure to go for it, even though there was the range creep. That's why it was like a weird angle. There's a range creep in the way.
Yeah. Well, victory for the Juggernaut. He's able to survive, and kind of awkward for the Spectre, who now runs home, and I guess we'll just TP back bottom. No, actually going to run bottom.
Dire's
TP's on
middle
cooldown.
tower is under
Oh,
attack.
TP'd home. Okay. I see. So, subpar. Not much has changed in the mid. Still a 50% margin. Also, Drum of
Dire's top
Endurance
tower
out on the
is under
Doom.
attack.
What's No Tail buying? He's still on brown boots, looking for energy booster.
Yeah, he went Arcane into Kaya Bloodstone before, because, you know, Kaya part of Bloodstone.
Yes. Yes.
Turns out.
For I do read the memo. Always want to fly, starting to get close to level. Both supports on
Dire's middle
Navi a
tower
level
is
ahead.
under
Batrider
attack.
and the Jakiro both stuck at 4 right now. So that'll be a small power spike for Navi. They should get these ultimates out a little more quickly. I like this medallion first on Roger as well.
Yeah, he did that last time too. It just helps secure the Roche so easily for them as well. And now he has Purge into Centaur. Stalks up might be dead. No, the slow's not up to him range to the Purge. Oh, well, yeah, now he's dead.
Okay, they'll catch him. Sorry, Saxa.
And that was at the boundary timing as well, so that'll guarantee that he's not able to sneak around and grab any of the other ones.
Radiant's
Medallion's just such a
bottom
value
tower
item.
is under
It's
attack.
the Roche like you talked about.
Radiant
it's also
structures
exactly the
are
stats that
fortified.
Chen needs. It's a really cheap, easy build-up, and it lets you kill people.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's everything you need.
Radiant's bottom tower
Well, it doesn't
is
have a
under
heal.
attack.
Well, he's got that
It
up,
ain't.
so it's fine.
Yeah. Mech up next. Pressure on the tier 1 down bottom. Always want to fly.
Dire's
He's going to be in a
top
sticky
tower is
situation.
under
Stuck
attack.
in place. Compliments of the overgrowth.
My brush.
Easy pick as they will trade tier 1 towers. V2 committed back up top now with the team.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, looks like he didn't think the Soulbind could save him. It might have been close if we went for it,
Dire's
but
top
might
tower
just not want to
is
waste the
fallen.
100-second cooldown.
Yeah, it's a decent cooldown at level 1.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Saxa still looking for the recovery farm here. Hook shot in. General's got him. And he'll be put to rest once more. 0, 3, and 0 on this Batrider. Been very tough for him so far.
Yeah, and those are the first 2 kills for General this game, as he grabs them twice in a row. And that's what we always talk about when it comes to Core Clockwork, is this idea of getting momentum and snagging kills. And you look at someone like a Core Oracle, that seems a little scary. Like, at the minimum, he's just gonna have to false promise himself. And then it's not like you can just start, like, purifying flames in other people, because you're gonna be dying.
Yeah. Spec going for Manta Diffusal this game. Drum Manta into the Diffusal.
Man, Roger is in a very precarious spot right now. If they spotted him, this would be dangerous. I mean, he is an obs, but there is no help coming. He's playing like someone else is going to come push mid right now. And Sox just put a sentry down and spotted her.
Doom's coming. They wanted to use the haunt for this, and they will. They're going to jump in onto No Tail. Doom comes out. No false promise. Think he's dead 100%. Lasso now onto Roger. Pulls him deeper behind the tower. Sox with his follow-up damage.
That was sick, man.
Now mid one. He's made the rotation, and he gets tethered. Great use of the soul bind. Secures a kill on the second core. V2 in pretty far. Now taking some decent damage, but he's got a lot of support.
Dire's middle tower
CF Navi can sound the retreat. The 1-2 trade. They're position 5 for the mid and the safe lane of OG, and it's not done yet. They're going to reinitiate. Close range hook shot. They want Sox, and they'll find her. Sox on the run, but now Sev low. Battery assault, helping things out. He's stunned up. He's done. A 1 for 4 and soon to be 5. Sox also hits the deck. But wait, there's more. No Tail's back. Buyback coming in from the Treant. This is awkward. Respawns are coming, but OG need to be careful. Dotail does not want to die twice here. And V-Tune, he's topped off. They're going back in for more. There's the false promise. No Tail still sustaining. He is going to get the heal. Do they have the damage? He might pop. It's a lot of right clicks. He does pop, but it's not enough for the kill. V-Tune goes down to the Omni Slash, and it looks like Navi have overcommitted. Now the TP back, and always want to fly, cancel, and destroy. Let's look at the recap on that one. I think victory for Navi.
It was.
Yes.
A couple of greedy ones, but
I'm still getting on OG. Do they have the damage? He might pop. It's a lot of right clicks. He does pop. The buyback on Treant is what hurt a bit there, but
man,
now the counter push.
That first fight was so sick too when they lassoed Roger and he just kept chain stunning mid one. He did like half or more of his HP just through that, and then allowed the easy cleanup from his teammates after.
Yeah. Potential battle in the mid, though. Navi, you want to defend this tower, and even V-Tune comes back in to fight with the Spectre. Question for you here, Trent.
Oh, yay.
You ready? Let's test your knowledge.
Yep.
Why do Spectres buy Manta before Diffusal? Uh-oh.
Is it the Desolate damage?
That is a big part. It's also the value from the drums. Going drum Manta. You pop the Manta, you pop the drums, your illusions have Desolate, and they fucking shred.
Oh, I thought there was like something really broken about it or something.
Well, you are half right. It's the drums plus the Desolate. So we'll give you a half mark on that one. But yeah, I made the mistake of buying Diffusal first the other day, and it feels pretty bad. You definitely want the Manta.
It doesn't really do much for you, right? Like, you think about a PL and how the Diffusal works, you're like, oh, this is sick. All my illusions are burning. And Spectre is like, well, I already have a slow, so...
Right. It's like Diffusal first on Spectre is sick if you're just completely rolling your lane, you get a stupidly fast Diffusal, and then you can pick on, like, Crystal Maiden-esque supports that just can't run away from you. But if you go drum first, you definitely want that Manta right after. Betway odds. Keep on Navi right now. Doom again in the mid. Gonna go in onto the Oracle. No Tail's done. Lasso. They are gonna find the clockwork, but they'll lose Sox. Still looking like a pretty rough fight for OG as No Tail buys back. Is anything gonna come of this buyback?
That was a bit messy. It looked like it was a tower siege that just went a little bit too deep, but fine. I guess they get out. They take a big XP gain that time with another burnt buyback, as you said. For last time Tree, this time Oracle. And it seems like those are snowballing heroes, so they really want a punish here of taking a tower themselves, and they will get it.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, no defense mounted. Meanwhile, on the other side, Chase
Radiant's middle tower
looking for Roger. Not going to be able to find him. Lasso's still on cooldown anyway.
You know, I really thought you were going to pull out some, like, bad pun. That was most of my confusion. Why does Spectre buy Manta first?
No, that was not some sort of dad joke. That was just a mechanics question. That was I learned that yesterday and wanted to pass it on to you.
I see.
Hey, it's the small things, you know. People say, yeah, Diffusal Manta, just buy it. And then you realize, yeah, the Manta is the key.
Don't go alphabetical order.
No. Roger, he's going to get caught finally. This is a big invasion from OG.
My mouth.
and they will catch him. Thoughts about Mid-One's
Dire's
build on the
top
jug?
tower
He went for
is
this
under
Mask of
attack.
Madness, and now it looks like he wants the Battle Fury, and he's pretty close. He's about halfway to that Perseverance now, so seems like he's going to get away with this build, and I think that'll let him keep
Dire's
tempo against the
top tower
Spectre.
Yeah,
is
the only
under
other item
attack.
that you could see would be like some S and Y and stuff, but then you're like so locked into that initial timing.
Yeah.
I don't think that they're far enough ahead for that to be that good necessarily, where you're just like pure snowballing to the end. And even if you are ahead, you kind of want Battle Fury anyway, so maybe Battle Fury is just too good these days.
I like that he went for the Mask of Madness first, though. You know, he kind of kept his options open, didn't go all in on the super greedy choice. Was ready to fight if they needed it, and then got enough space to say, okay, Battle Fury's going to be worth it.
He might be dead here, though. He's spotted out.
He does not have a TP
Got
either.
angles there.
So, yeah, I don't know. Oops, gets caught inside the cogs, but again, without TP, there's basically no chance of survival. And they also had Doom anyway, so even with TP, looking pretty grim. Roger mid. Counterplay from OG, yeah. But obviously a good trade for Navi there. And this is before Jug has the Battle Fury. So these are really key kills that are going to slow down this momentum. Speaking of momentum, General has his first item. It's going to be the Orchid. Hello, solo kills.
I remember this being
middle
a
tower is under
fairly
attack.
popular item when I first started playing Dota. General, like, he was a core, right? We used to see, like, blade mails and sometimes even armlet randomly. Phone 7, thank you. Another lasso, though.
Dire's bottom tower
All
is
heal
under
from
attack.
Chen. They're going to turn. They've got the Haunt. Iceberg with a BKB. They want No Tail, and I think he's dead here no matter what. But V-Tune is going to continue to chase. He's going to secure this one, and now they're going to look for more. This is 4 heroes and Navi. No Chen up here. Slash bouncing around. Hits mostly creeps, but gets a last few on Iceberg, and that'll be enough for the kill. Now General here. He's going to show off this Orchid on the socks, but that won't be enough for a kill either. Now Navi in some trouble. They're going to turn to retreat. Always want to fly. Likely to be the one left behind.
Yeah, they get damage issues until they have a lot of items in the
Remnants
Spectre.
of my people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trying to turn failed fights like that isn't going to go that well for them right now. Especially when there's an Omni that can just destroy Doom.
Dire's
I mean,
middle
his
tower
armor is
is
still
under
pretty low.
attack.
Once he gets Diffusal, I think that's where Spec's damage starts to make big jumps.
Radiant's
But
top
yeah,
tower
for
is
now,
under
it's
attack.
a bit rough. Roshan? They know. But without Doom, without Haunt, okay, OG's still a little timid.
Foaming in.
You know, the more I look at this Oracle build, the more, because I was saying how he'd have to like false promise himself, right? But because he gets the Bloodstone, he'll be able to ult himself, but then he can actually still deal damage, because then he can just pop the Bloodstone and start purifying flamesing everyone, right?
Yeah, I mean, Bloodstone on Oracle is cool for that. It does have nice synergy with False Promise, but is it enough in a game like this where you're behind against a Spectre? I'm not sure. Hook shot available. Clockwork scouts things out. Roshan about half HP. Navi charging forward. It's Iceberg in the front. Oh, sidestep from mid one. The hook shot gets missed. Now B2 jumps in. They're going to focus in on the socks. Nice soul bind. Buyback now on him. A 5v5 again, but they're going to get Seb as well. No buyback there. Still gets off the overgrowth. And just like Navi don't have cooldowns, neither did mid one. That Omni Slash still
Dire's middle
unavailable.
tower is under attack.
Socks? I think he's gone. That's an instant dieback.
It sure is. And Soxa on the other side, getting chased down, barely lives. Now No Tail going to be in trouble. Silenced.
Dire's
V-Tune
middle
still in
tower
front. How
is
deep are
under
they going to
attack.
go? Not that deep. Still a tier 1 standing mid, so this is a big dive. Big fight for Navi. 2 deaths on the Jakiro there.
Now they
Radiant's
hold Doom and they have them
bottom
down,
tower
so they
is under
can
attack.
Roche. They have Lasso as well, though, and the Omni Slash, but they also know that there's no Jakiro coming back.
Yep.
And Seb, his is just
And
a
no
gold,
overgrowth.
right? Yeah.
So Roche does go down to Navi.
Really fast. I looked away.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Bounty.
And now V-Tune's got a second life. This Battle Fury still isn't done, Trent. He just now got enough gold for it. It's so bad they've given him the Philosopher's Stone.
Alright, now he hands it off.
Alright, Battle Fury up. This is the beginning of the turn for mid one. Also, Blink Dagger on Bat. Big stuff for Saksa.
Yeah, nobody has a force though, so there's no retreating after.
Seb's ult still down for a few seconds. One shot in. There's the haunt onto the back line. Nice soul bind. It's going to catch No-Tail. Sock's going to go down again as Navi get to the back of the fight. The Bat Rider in trouble too. Now to show off that shiny new Blink Dagger. It's a good ult from Seb. It'll help OG with the disengage. But only ends up being a support kill, but still Navi, the dominant players in that fight.
No hot, no man finish. Back up for mid one. Turns to the Omni.
Roger down.
You should be honored.
No-Tail with the tip. Well, Lasso, he goes deep. Alright, it's a nice support pickoff.
General tried for the hugest of plays to get the Orchid on him before he was able to lasso.
That would have been cool.
No. Itemization closing in for V-Tune onto that Diffusal Blade, where again that's seems like something that's going to be quite the problem for a Oracle core, as well as of course Socks already struggling this game, and then Socks on that Bat Rider. His Blink not very valuable versus Haunt.
No.
Hey, at least it's not Radiance though, I guess.
Yeah, that's a small step. Mid lane, we'll see this Orchid probably set up a solo kill onto the Bat Rider. Stroke of Fate going to help things out for an easy soul burn kill. V-Tune and Seb having a private party up here. (20-11). Things looking very good for Navi. I'd say firmly
Radiant's
in control.
bottom tower is under
No-Tail
attack.
still pretty far away from that Bloodstone.
Radiant structures are fortified.
OG doing a good job saving this tier 1 tower mid though.
Double damage.
He's almost done AC on the Doom as well. Refusing to go for the Blink this time.
Yeah, I guess feels like he doesn't really need it. You know, they've got Spectre and Clockwork who can jump into the backline. I guess feels like overkill when he really just wants to get the stats, you know, beef up.
Yeah, I can see the argument either way though, because you could also say like I get the guaranteed target that I want every fight because of the Haunt if I have Blink. Like, oh, there's Jug, Blink Doom.
But you're right. It just doesn't seem like he's been struggling to get the Doom off on the targets that he wants in most of the fights. You know, No-Tail's been doomed more often than not.
Oh, that's a big old spike.
Yep, Diffusal up on Spectre, AC out on Doom. They'll smoke and
They
look
have
for a hunt.
Aegis for one more minute here too.